Awesome. So we're going back to word problems, number word problems that you guys already know how to do and already did, using only one variable. Remember that? We figured out, we used to do it this way. Another was x. And then one number is 8 more than another. So the first number was x, the second number was x plus 8, right? So we had only one variable. Now, systems of equations are a very, very powerful approach to solving problems. You can use systems of equations to solve age word problems. You can use systems of equations to solve motion word problems. You can use them for tons of different things. They're extremely useful, extremely useful. I promise you, you will understand that. By the time we're done with the understanding elimination method, then we'll be moving into a bunch of types of word problems. Totally different. Each one is totally different. And it's amazing what you can accomplish. But in this case, we're going to redo this, and we're going to use systems of equations, meaning we're going to have more than one variable, right? We're going to have an x and a y. If I have two unknowns, how many equations do I have to have? I have to have two equations. There's no way to solve for the two unknowns unless I have two equations. If I have three unknowns, how many equations would I need? Three equations. Four unknowns. Four equations, right? You need one for every single variable, right? Okay, so we have to, when we look at these, we have to be thinking, what are our two equations? Okay? So it says one number. I'm going to make that, I'm going to underline one number, I'm going to put a y above it. One number is 8 more than another. I'm going to underline that, I'm going to put an x above it. So right here, my two numbers are x and y. You with me? Yep. X and y. I hope this is all on here. Yes, it is. And it says, so one number, I got to deal with this. One number, y, equals 8 more than. Is 8 more than 8 plus? No, it is not 8 plus. What is it?
8x.
8 more than. How would you write 8 more than? Plus 8, right? Exactly. So we're going to put the other thing first. Plus something plus 8. That's the something. We're going to put the x plus 8, right? So one number is 8 more than, that goes off to the right, plus 8, right? And then more than what? The another, which is x. You guys all get that? Pretty straightforward, right? Then, okay, so we got one equation. We still need another equation. So let's keep reading. It says, their sum is 32. How would I write that? X plus what?
X plus y.
Yes, easy, right? X plus y equals 32. What method would you say would probably be the easiest method to solve?
Substitution.
Substitution, what do I do? Circle what? Well, y equals, and then circle what in the other one? The y in here. So I'm going to replace that. I'm going to substitute. So I got x plus 8 equals 32. Right? Makes sense, right? It's pretty straightforward now. So I have two x's, right? Right? I can combine those x's because they're on the same side of the equal sign. Plus 8 is equal to 32. Subtract 8, 2x is equal to 24. Divide by 2, x is equal to 12, right? X is equal to 12. So I have to find the numbers. So I know x is 12. So I say x is equal to 12, right? But what do I do for y? Plug it in, right? I look at one of the, I can use either of these equations. This one's all set up for y equals. So this would be the easiest. So x is 12. 12 plus 8 is?
20.
Right. Right. 20. I was about to say 32, but that doesn't make sense. Right. So, and let's just double check. Do those add up to 32?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did it. Now that was pretty easy. That was the easiest one that we're going to do today, okay? Okay? So now let's, fist of 5. You guys get this?
Yeah.
It's pretty straightforward, right?
Yeah.
It's, in many ways, it's easier than the other method in terms of perceiving with your brain. Because when you see two numbers, you think of having two unknowns, right? All right. So, number two. Number two. Okay, here we go. Number two. So write this as, in your notes as I'm writing. I'll say it out loud. So one number is 6 more than another. Period. 3 times the smaller is equal to twice the larger comma decreased by 10. Find the number. Am I going too fast in general?
No.
Is it okay? All right. Because I'm sensing that you guys already know how to set these up in general, but I'm just showing you with the systems of equations approach, right? So one number, okay. Is everybody ready? Do I need to give you more time to write?
Yeah.
All right, so as I look at it, I see one number. I'm going to make that, I'm going to underline it. That becomes my y. Another becomes my x. So I know I have an x and I have a y. Those are my two numbers. All right, so it says one number is, so that's y, is, how would I, 6 more than x?
6 or x
No.
plus 6.
X plus 6, right, exactly. Right? Because you want to say 6 plus, but 6 more than means plus 6, right? You got to do it that way. I know it doesn't make any difference with addition, but it does with subtraction. That's why you want to get in that habit. All right, that's our first equation. Now the second one says 3 times the smaller. Shoot, which one's smaller?
X.
Y. You have, in order to know the smaller, you have to look at your first equation, right? Don't you agree with me? It says y is equal to 6 more than x. Wouldn't you agree with me? Y is bigger, so x has to be smaller, right? So x is smaller, so I'm going to just put that small, right? So I know that. So 3 times the smaller, so 3x is equals twice, that means 2 times the larger, 2y, decreased by 10, minus 10. Now what do I do? Which method would be easiest to solve this with? Substitution again. Pretty much all of these are going to be substitution, because I know everybody's finished the substitution one, right? But not everybody's finished elimination yet, so it makes it a little harder to do elimination word problems until everybody knows this. So then I circle the y. Is this what I do? Right? I circle the y, right?
Circle the Y, not the 2.
Oh, that's right. I got to circle just the y, right? That's where this is going. So I've got 3x is equal to 2 parentheses, x plus 6 minus 10. Now I got to get rid of my parentheses. So I have 3x is equal to 2x plus 12 minus 10. So subtract my 2x, subtract my 2x. That's an x. And then that gives me x is equal to 2, right? 12 minus 10 is 2. Okay, I'm done.
No.
Oh wait, no, x is equal to 2, right? Well, what's y equal to? Yeah, I bring it up here. 2 plus 6 is 8. So y is equal to 8. Pretty straightforward. All right, see how easy they are with systems of equations? Really, really simple. All right, any questions? Fist of 5, everybody still totally there? Okay. Did Nate's group ever do word problems that said the sum of two numbers is 22?
Yeah.
How'd you do it?
Like the table.
So what were the two numbers? The sum of two numbers is 22. What are the two numbers? Silas, do you remember?
We did except for like one number is like what we're doing now.
Okay. So I'm not sure he actually did those with you. So we'll do that
One
with you.
number is more than another. Yeah, he did those.
All right, so 3. 3. Okay, so write this as I'm writing so that it's in your notes. This is our last one. And then you get to work on the homework, okay? This is the kind, though, that my class struggled with. Because I said, when we were doing it with just one variable, I said this. So, Nyalek, the sum of two numbers is 22. The first number is x, right? What's the second number? Who remembers? No.
No, 22 minus y.
22 minus y. It's what's ever left over when you take the total and subtract the x from it, right? See what I'm saying? But that was confusing for people. Do you agree with me? Most people struggle with that. And even after I teach it, you know, every time I throw it out at people, then they forget it again, right? So you don't have that issue with systems of equations. It's the easiest thing on the planet. So here we go. We'll do it. The sum of two numbers. Oh, thank you. Is, wait, which one am I doing? Oh, yeah. Is that the one I'm doing? Wait, hang on 1 second. I just have to be sure I'm not doing one that's on the homework. Okay, you're right. Okay, that's okay. Is 22. 5 times the first number is equal to, gosh, okay, is equal to 4 less than the second. Find the numbers. Five times the first, 5 times the first, equal to 4 less than the second. Okay. Can I go? Can I start?
Yes,
All right.
sir.
Okay, here we go. The sum of two numbers. What two numbers?
X and Y.
X and Y. So I have X and I have Y. All right, those are my two numbers. How do I write the first equation? The sum of two numbers is 22. Right? So easy. X plus Y is equal to 22. All right, then it says 5 times the first. What would I write? 5x. And then it says is equal to, so that's an equal sign. 4 less than the second. How would I write that? Yeah, it's the 4 less than is minus 4, right? But I gotta less than what? I gotta put the y first, minus 4. All right, so what method would you use to solve this? Are the x's and y's on? You could. You could. So you want to try elimination? Let's try it. I want to move this y over. Don't you agree with me? Right? So that the x's and y's are together. So, all right. So I'm going to rewrite this over here. So I've got this one is x plus y equals 22. And this one I'm going to subtract y from both sides. I've got 5x minus y is equal to negative 4. You agree with me? So I'm going to put that here. 5x minus y is equal to negative 4. All right. Do I have them both x's together, y's together? What do I do? Just add them together, right? Add them together. Why? Because the x's and the y's cross out, right? I have a positive y and a negative y. So that gives me 6 x's is equal to 18, right? And then I divide by 6. That gives me x is equal to 3. And I'm done.
No.
No, I'm not done. No, it says find the numbers. Doggone it. Okay, so x is 3. So 3 plus y is equal to 22, subtract 3, I get y is equal to 19, right? All right, so y equals 19, and I've done it. They're so easy. Fist to 5, you guys get it? Pretty straightforward? Okay. Now, could you have solved this with substitution?
Yeah, it'd just be a lot harder.
It wouldn't have been that hard. Actually, it would have been about the same. Notice in this case, we chose to manipulate this equation to move the y over, right? And if I wanted to use, Nielik, are you listening and letting Caleb listen? I just want to be sure. If I wanted to use substitution, I could have done this. Instead of manipulate that one, I could have subtracted, let's see, what would I want to do? It doesn't really matter. I could have subtracted y from both sides. Doesn't really matter. That would have given me x equals, what am I doing? Negative y plus 22, right? And I could have plugged that into this x right here, right? It would have been pretty easy, right? Or I could have subtracted x from both sides and got y equals and substituted in here. Either way, right? So all methods, you can use any of those. Well, graphing, no. But for elimination and substitution, you can use them for anything, right? It's just that sometimes one is easier than the other. Okay, so that's it.